My niece's voice cut through the air like a whisper meant for ghosts. "Uncle, this room smells like gas. My head hurts." Her small hand pressed to her temple, her eyes half-lidded. The hiss reached me then, subtle, sinister, sliding from the kitchen like a secret trying to stay hidden. The back of my neck prickled. I didn't hesitate. I yanked her toward the door, heart hammering, lungs already burning from the fumes. Outside, the cool air felt violent, almost painful. She clung to me, her breath shaky, her body trembling. I told her it was fine, just a leak, just bad luck. But the dread stayed. Because I had checked the stove when I arrived. I always checked. And yet, every burner had been twisted open, deliberate. Her mother came home hours later, pretending surprise. Hands on her cheeks, voice rising into disbelief. "Gas? Oh my God, that's dangerous. Thank God you were here." I nodded, silent, watching. Her eyes flicked too quickly toward the kitchen. Not fear, not confusion, calculation. Something fractured inside me then, though I kept my face smooth. Because beneath her staged concern, I saw it, the glint of something darker. And I remembered things I had ignored. The late-night calls she silenced when I entered the room. The receipts tucked deep in her purse, never matching her errands. The way she avoided my gaze when my brother's name came up. She had asked me to watch her daughter. She had left the gas open. And if not for Emma's words, if not for her small, unguarded honesty, this house would have been our tomb. The betrayal was no longer abstract. It was tangible. It smelled like fumes. I didn't confront her, not yet. Instead, I moved quietly, like a shadow she forgot existed. Phone records, bank statements. The trail was there, buried under layers of secrecy, but betrayal always leaves fingerprints. I found the late-night hotel charges first. Then the joint account transfers, money siphoned, hidden, feeding a life I wasn't supposed to see. And then, finally, the piece that twisted the knife deeper, photographs. Her with my brother. Smiling, touching. A reunion staged in the dark while I played the fool in daylight. The gas leak hadn't been random. It had been a test. An attempt to erase me, and Emma. I stayed calm, methodical. I cooked her dinner. I asked her about her day. I smiled when she smiled. But inside, I cataloged every lie, every false gesture. Betrayal doesn't scream. It whispers, patient, waiting for the moment you stop pretending. The report from the investigator landed in my lap like scripture. Dates, times, photographs, proof carved in ink and pixels. Her double life wasn't speculation anymore, it was fact. She had chosen my brother. She had chosen deception. And when the weight of secrecy grew too heavy, she chose fire over confession. That night, I set the report on the table while she cooked. The smell of onions filled the air, sharp, stinging my eyes. She turned, saw the folder. Her hands trembled before she even touched it. Page after page, her face crumbled. Finally, she whispered, "You don't understand." I said nothing. Tears welled. Her body shook. But I stayed still, my silence colder than any accusation. Because the truth wasn't just in the report, it was in her reaction. The guilt was already eating her alive. The next morning, I called her bluff. I told her Emma was with me for the week, that she needed space, that I didn't trust her anymore. Her panic cracked through the facade. She begged, pleaded, voice hoarse with desperation. "Don't take her, she's all I have." I looked at her then, truly looked, at the woman who had tried to turn our lives into ash. "You had everything," I said softly, "and you gave it away." I walked out, Emma's small hand in mine. Behind us, I heard her sobs break into silence. And in that silence, I knew I had won. Life has grown quieter since. Too quiet, some might say. But quiet is what I wanted. Emma laughs again, though sometimes the sound falters, shadowed by memories she can't quite name. I let her laughter fill the rooms once poisoned by gas. As for her mother, she's nothing now but an echo. Court orders, frozen accounts, a story whispered in corners but never spoken aloud. I don't hate her. Hatred is heavy. I carry nothing now. Some betrayals demand fire. Some deserve blood. But hers? Hers suffocated under its own weight. And I didn't need to strike a match. I didn't kill her. I simply left her alone with the truth. And it was enough.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.